Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. My dear brothers and sisters, today we are going to journey into one of the most powerful stories in the Quran, the story of Prophet Yunus ALAHISALAM. He is also known as Jonah in the Bible. His story is short in verses, but the lessons are timeless. Allah mentions him in Surah Safat, Surah Al-Anbiya, and even a whole surah is named after him, Surah Yunus. This is the story of patience, repentance, and the mercy of Allah. Prophet Yunus ALAHISALAM was sent to a great city called Nineveh in today's Iraq. It was a large city with more than 100,000 people, but despite their numbers, the hearts of the people were filled with shirk and idol worship. Allah in his mercy sent Yunus ALAHISALAM to guide them. He stood before his people and called them to leave their idols, to worship only Allah, to live with justice and mercy. But how did they respond? They mocked him, they turned their backs, they ridiculed him and rejected his words. Day after day, he preached with patience, but the people remained stubborn. Yunus ALAHISALAM felt pain in his heart. Imagine a prophet who only wanted good for his people, but they refused. Finally, Prophet Yunus ALAHISALAM reached a point of deep frustration. In anger and sadness, he decided to leave his people behind. But here is the important part: he left without the permission of Allah. He thought the punishment of Allah would soon come to his people, and he wanted no part of it. He walked away, hurt and disappointed. This moment was not out of rebellion, but out of human weakness. Even prophets feel pain, and Allah was going to teach him a great lesson. Prophet Yunus ALAHISALAM traveled until he found a ship ready to sail. He boarded it, hoping to move far away. At first, the sea was calm, but then a storm like never before struck the waters. The ship tossed violently, and the sailors feared it would sink. They decided someone must be thrown overboard to lighten the load. They drew lots, and the name of Yunus ALAHISALAM appeared. They were surprised, for he seemed like a good man. They tried again. Once more his name came out. A third time again his name. Yunus ALAHISALAM understood. This was the decree of Allah. He threw himself into the roaring sea, and then something unimaginable happened. From the depths of the water rose a gigantic whale. By Allah's command, it swallowed Yunus ALAHISALAM whole, but it did not chew him nor harm him. Allah commanded the whale to keep him safe in its belly. Yunus ALAHISALAM in complete darkness, the darkness of the whale's belly, the darkness of the ocean, the darkness of the night, 3 layers of darkness, and yet his heart still beating with faith. It was there that Yunus ALAHISALAM realized his mistake. He had left his people without Allah's command. He cried out not with anger, but with humility and tears. La ilaha illa anta, subhanaka, inni kuntu minaz zalimin. There is no God worthy of worship except you. Glory be to you. Indeed, I was among the wrongdoers. This was not just a dua. It was an admission, a confession, and a cry from the heart. The Prophet Muhammad later told us, the dua of my brother Yunus, no one who makes this dua in difficulty, except that Allah will remove his hardship. Allah, in his infinite mercy, heard the call of Yunus ALAHISALAM. He forgave him, accepted his repentance, and commanded the whale to release him. The whale swam to the shore and gently spit Yunus ALAHISALAM out. But he was weak, his body fragile, his skin burned by the acids of the whale's belly. Allah caused a plant with broad leaves, a gourd plant, to grow near him, shading him and providing him nourishment. Step by step, he regained his strength. When Yunus ALAHISALAM returned to Nineveh, he expected to find destruction, but instead, something miraculous had happened. In his absence, the people of Nineveh saw signs of Allah's punishment approaching. Their hearts trembled. With fear, they sincerely repented and begged Allah for forgiveness. So when Yunus ALAHISALAM returned, he found a community of more than 100,000 believers waiting for him. It was one of the only times in history where an entire nation believed and was saved. The story of Yunus ALAHISALAM is more than history. It's a mirror for our own lives. Never despair of Allah's mercy. Even in the belly of a whale, Allah hears you. Be patient in dawah. Results are in Allah's hands, not ours. The power of dua, la ilaha illa anta, subhanaka, inni kuntu minaz zalimin, is a key to relief from hardship. Allah's mercy is vast. He forgave a whole nation, and he will forgive us if we turn to him sincerely.